Yeah. So when I was trying to do the Facebook login ID and password thing, I was able to do login ID and password, but after certain attempts, it asked me to do that. Are you human
It's a
verification? Like when
like
you
it's
have
like
to.
a chatbot or robot. You have to handle it manually.
Correct.
All those things
Okay.
you have
Okay.
to
So
handle
can.
manually.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, I'll say you. We have done up to CSS selector. Uh, we have completed up to this CSS selector, but I'll tell you like more two CSS selector syntax are there. Using which symbol we represent class attribute of CSS selector. That is our dot attribute. How to use it? I'll just show you. This is your CSS selector which I have done previously. What we will do? See, we can use only class attribute for this CSS selector. How to use? Just see. As of you can see here, class is written. Class is of this first one. I'll just copy the attribute value from here. Driver dot find element by dot CSS selector dot. I'll be using symbol as dot. The value. Okay. That means this value is the attribute value of class, but if you are using CSS selector, this dot represents your, this is the value of your class. That means this dot is your class attribute name and this is your attribute value. Done. The same thing if we are like, this is for the class attribute. If you are going for ID attribute, it will be hashtag. You all have the syllabus, correct, which I have sent you through mail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just follow that syllabus. I'm going in the flow of that only. Okay. I dot CSS selector. Here what I'll do. See, this dot represents your class. This hash represents your ID. Dot email. Maybe email. Hmm. Then you can just take down this. This is for your CSS selector. Like this one is normal CSS selector. This one is using a CSS selector for a class attribute. This one is for using ID attribute. Take down this.
Sir, is there any preferred scenarios where we are gonna use one over another? Like we can do the same things with ID or name or something. So, are there any
See,
preferred scenarios where we are gonna use CSS selector?
Namrata, I'll let you know that. Okay. Simple thing what I am teaching right now is there is a concept. What you're asking, I do accept. Okay. See,
Mm-hmm.
we will be using only these locators. Reason of using this
Mm-hmm.
locator, why I'm teaching different. Going forward, while doing, you'll get an idea of that. Normally, what happens?
Okay.
For example, like you have money, okay? You have 10 rupees, you have 50
Mm-hmm.
rupees, you have 100 rupees, you have 200 rupees. But suppose you have to pay 70 rupees, how much, like what you'll give 200 rupees?
No.
Okay. Like the person will return change, but what you will prefer at that time?
Shorter denominators.
Correct. That means these are the locators. Using any of the locators, you can like write a code. Okay. That is not, it is not
Mm-hmm.
like that you have to use ID here, you have to use name here. No. But some of the cases like that it will come is if ID is present. Okay. If ID is present, you don't need to use all those things because ID always comes in a like unique value. ID never change, but you have to check the feasibility at that time also. Reason of
Mm-hmm.
hiring automation engineers or else like AI also can do this, all those things. Chat GPT also can do this, but why reason of hiring you all people? Correct. Like ID will be,
Mm-hmm.
we know ID is having a unique value. Still then, in some of the cases, you'll be finding ID is having a value which consists of number, dot, hyphen like that. We will not take that. That is not a optimized one. That means
Mm-hmm.
you while using, you will get to know all those things, which one we should use, which one we should not use. But coming to here, I can say what is ID always comes in a unique value. Name, moreover, everywhere is not present. Link text and partial link text will only work for any of the text value which is present with respect to a link, that is with anchor tag a. Other things it will not work.
Mm-hmm.
And class name, moreover, everywhere is not present. And class name throws the
Mm-hmm.
duplicate value, and your tag name throws duplicate value. For
Okay.
which if there is a duplicate value, we cannot use all those things. For which instead
Correct.
of that, we have to go for this css. Css means what? We can use any of the attribute here. Like you can see, like we are having a syntax or not, like this. It was like tag name is equal to attribute name. I forgot or what? Just a minute. It was like this or not? Tag name, bracket start, attribute name is to attribute value. Why we are using this attribute name? That means if ID is not present, name is not there, class name is having duplicate, a tag name is like having duplicate. In this condition, what we should do? In this condition, we can pick apart from this or including this, we can pick any of the attribute of that element. Clear? That is means this is giving
Mm-hmm.
advantage here or not? But yes,
Yeah.
if with respect to CSS you want to go for class or ID, directly you can write this like class name is equal to the value or ID is equal to the value. You can also write this, or else this is a special syntax. You can also use this. That is a dot will represent for your class and this hashtag will represent for your ID. Clear?
Yeah. Got it, sir.
Now, coming to your XPath. Hmm, just a minute. Okay. Okay. XPath is of two types. One is your absolute path. One is your XPath. Okay, we'll get to know what is this XPath is all about. Selenium is web page. See, what happens is directly previously what you're using directly ID name, all those things you're using. But going forward in live environment, we will be moreover, we will be using CSS, XPath, and ID. These are the three locators we'll be using most. And what is this XPath? XPath is Selenium, is nothing. It's just a technique how to use or how to like navigate through your HTML structure of your web page. I'll show you what is that HTML structure. I'll show you. Clear? Now, coming to this absolute XPath, do remember one thing. Absolute XPath always Start with concentrate more from here. If you have not done with the previous classes, also fine, but you have to learn this CSS and XPath properly, because going forward you will be working with these two only. Absolute XPath always start with single forward slash. It's always start with double forward slash. This is the first thing. Second thing, what this single forward slash represents. This single forward slash represents traveling from parent to immediate child. Good. Now, this represent traveling to parent child. Okay. As we got to know from absolute XPath will always start from single forward slash, and relative XPath will start from double forward slash, and going forward we are not going to use this absolute XPath. Why? There is a drawback in this absolute XPath. See, I'll show you that. For example, I want to come to this element. That means to come to this element, I have to use single forward slash. That means this single forward slash represent your home, or like it's represent the parent class of this HTML tree. That means parent is your HTML. From there, I have to come here. That means I have to travel from HTML to this. See, this much things I have to travel from here. I have to parent to child, like this. I have to travel till here. That means what will be this syntax? See. See, it is getting highlighted, but what is this? You can see here. That means what happened? We have to first locate the HTML. This is your parent. From this parent, we have come to this child. From this, we have come to this child. Then this child. Like this, it has come to this element. That means from parent to child directly, we cannot access the style tag using absolute XPath. And using this of single forward slash, if we will miss out anything, I'll show you. If we are going to miss out anything, it is not going to work. For example, I have missed out form here. you can see it will not highlight. That means we have to give the entire path from starting from your parent to that specific child. This is your absolute expert. This is a drawback which will, that's why it is like the code, like the tag will be very lengthy, for which we'll be not using this, but just know that how we can use. Hmm. Done. But we will be not using this because it is going to be very lengthy, for which we'll be using this relative expert. Coming to this relative expert, we are having different types of this relative expert. We are having different types of relative expert. One expert by attribute. XPath by text. XPath by contains. XPath by group index. XPath by traversing. Then is dependent and independent XPath. Take down this quickly. Done. Clear up to this? Yes, no.
Yep, clear.
Okay, good. We'll first start with XPath by attribute. XPath by attribute. Take down the syntax first. As of I said, relative XPath will start from your double forward slash. This is a double forward slash we are using. That means this is our relative XPath and this is the syntax for that. Done. Okay. See now. For example, uh, Got bored with Facebook? We'll change this. Everyone slept or what?
Anything is okay.
You guys are sleeping. Okay, fine. See, now I'll be taking for example as Netflix. This is my child tag. Inside this child tag, I'm having autocomplete is equal to email, like type is equal to email, class is equal to this. Many things are there. Okay, as of I said at that time, never use ID which is having some of the special characters like that. You can see here ID is having some of like special characters. It may change. That means we'll not use this ID. Instead of this ID, we will go with any other attributes. And consider now your name is also not present. How you will use this? And this is the attribute which is not supported by Selenium. In this condition, we can go for our XPath. See, double slash tag name bracket start at the rate attribute name is equal to attribute value with single inverted comma. It is into okay. And so that. Mhm. I'll show you how to make it unique. Okay, don't go for this indexing for the timing, but this is our XPath which will be taking this XPath by attribute. See, I will- and do remember always make this as unique, not one of two, always one. If you'll take one of two, the first element will get interacted. I'll show you now. This is the syntax which you will give. For example, see here, why I'm showing is like this is the XPath by attribute. Okay, some of the places you'll get a unique value, some of the places you'll get like this. But yes, if I want to enter email in the second text field, not in the first text field, but I'm taking this as syntax, this is getting highlighted. What will be the problem you see here? See, it has entered email here instead of going to that second, instead of entering text here, it has entered the text here. Can anyone say why? Hello. Why it has entered
Uh,
the text value in the first text field instead of entering the value in the second text field? Because I want to enter the value in the second text field. That means reason is that, see here, this is our HTML tree, correct? If, as I said, if you're using single forward slash, it will navigate from our HTML. That means the parent. If I'm going to use this double forward slash, it will go to the direct child tag, but it is going to like navigate in your HTML tree of or the source code of this web page. That means this is the element which come first, and this is the element which come next, which is coming after that. But if we are entering the duplicate value, it will consider the first value which is coming in your HTML tree. That's why it has entered the value here instead of entering the value here. Clear? That means always using find element, you have to search for element which will make it as unique. Clear up to this? Guys, are you clear?
yep.
Yes, no. Say something.
Sir, just come again, sir.
Why? I'm asking you for that time.
Uh,
Hmm?
Previously, you have entered the syntax. Besides this syntax,
Yes.
double braces, right?
This is
Double
the.
braces.
Huh? Huh?
So, and you have removed that double braces along with one.
Okay.
So, there I got a little bit confusion.
But you have not asked. That's what I'm asking. No one is responding and not asking. I know. I have. I knowingly have done that confusion. See, what happens? That one only I was explaining from that time. Okay. If this is my syntax, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is my syntax. That means, as I have told you, this is my tag name at the rate attribute name is equal to attribute. This syntax I'll be using for this attribute. But if I'm using with this attribute, I'm getting one of two. That means I'm getting two elements highlighted with the same syntax. That's why I have make it index. That is a different thing which I'll teach you going forward. I'll teach you, because we have to use, like I have to use the like data in the second one. That means I have to use like this. It will highlight that. But my question was, if without like making it unique, if I'm using the same syntax but there is duplicate value present. Duplicate value means I want to enter details here, but the data is entering here because there is a duplicate value. That means using this syntax there are two elements present. That means, how, why here it is entered? Because in our HTML tree or in our source code of the web page, this element present first, then this element is present. That means when it is navigating from your parent to child, it will check which element comes first. The element which come first, it will start operation on that specific element first. That's why if you are using a find element method, you have to make it unique. Now clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now next. Next comes your XPath by text. Okay.
ఒకటి ఎలా ట్రావర్స్ అవ్వాలి ఫేస్బుక్ వెబ్సైట్ ఓపెన్ చేసి ఫస్ట్ అదే యూజర్ ఐడికి ఎలా ట్రావెల్ చేయాలి పాస్వర్డ్ ఎక్స్పార్ట్ చెప్తున్నాను స్లాష్ స్లాష్
navigate to command చేసి URL ఇవ్వచ్చు ఆ driver.url నుంచి URL మెన్షన్ చేసి .navigate అని ఇవ్వచ్చు
స్లాష్ ఇచ్చి హెచ్టిటిపిఎస్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ మెయిన్ అంటే పేరెంట్ రోట్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు
For this
Eclipse
XPath
ID.
by text, there are two syntax. Like
కాదు
tag name bracket text method equal to text value. This is one method.
ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ మొత్తం 8 లొకేటర్స్ ఉంటాయి
Or
ఐడి వాల్యూ ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ క్లాస్ నేమ్ పాత్
tag name
ఐడి
dot to
ఐడిని పట్టుకొని మనం ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తాం ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పాత్ తీసుకోవడం
text. These are the two things which we'll be using. With this text, it will work for your visible text.
అర్థం కాదు ఇంకా కాన్సెప్ట్ నాకు తెలియదు
It will work for your
బేసిక్ నాకు అర్థం కాదు
hidden text. First thing. Second thing, as of we have seen previously, this text value is moreover present in our link text. That means you are asked Namrata, at that time you are asking that why you will like where you will be using what? We are using link text and parcel
Yeah.
link. We are using link text and parcel link text. Link text and parcel link text is also having some limitations. That is, link text and parcel link text
Questions for
will
us.
only work for any element which is present with this symbol. Like anchor tag A, if it is present, anchor tag A will be present. Inside that it will be written as href with
Yes, for any of the hyperlinks, right?
any of the hyperlink. That means
Yeah,
it will be written like this, then only it will work. But
correct.
this XPath by text will work for every text value. It may be with anchor tag A, it may be with anchor tag P, it may be with anchor tag input, anything is there. If there is a text value with respect to any element is present, this will work. Clear?
Okay.
I'll show
Yeah.
you. I'll show you.
నేను కాన్సెప్ట్
ఏం లేదండి చెప్తా విషయాలు అర్థమైపోయింది
నేను బేసిక్ తర్వాత
సరే ఫైండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ బై ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ సెట్ చేసేస్తాడు అవి బేసిక్ వచ్చు
ఇది స్ట్రీమ్ అవుతుందా
చెప్పాను అబ్జర్వ్ పాత్ క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఐడి సిఎస్ఎస్
Fixed site కాదు.
Yes, I did. Any web browser automated. HTML tags copy copy exporter. వస్తుంది దాన్ని ఇది అబ్జల్యూట్ పాత్ వస్తుంది, ఏదో పాత్ వస్తుంది, అది వేరీ అవ్వచ్చు డైనమిక్ గా ఉన్నప్పుడు.
ఇది ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ రాస్తున్నాను.
ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ ఆరెంజ్
కొత్త టెక్నిక్స్ పెడతాను.
It is coming like this number కదా.
ఓపెన్ చేద్దాం.
That one orange HRM one.
కొత్త అయినా.
Yeah, correct.
Like this it is coming, no?
Yes, yes.
దీనిలో పెట్టాను.
That is actually a demo website. Might be something is going on. Just a minute. Okay, let it be some work is going on that specific page.
But it would be the same, like for any of the application, any of the
Yes,
website, I
yes,
can
yes.
do login and log out. It would be the same, like we have practiced with Facebook or Myntra and all.
Same.
It would be the same. It wouldn't make any difference.
No. See, as you can
Got
see,
it.
I have to click on this book a free demo. Okay. It's a
Yeah.
text which is present. This text is present with respect to button. Oi. You guys quiet. जब बोलना चाहिए कोई नहीं बोलता, बोलना चाहिए सब कोई बोलता. Copy. I'll be using this syntax as tag name text value with this text value. That means what is visible text, what is a hidden text, I'll show you. This one is the text value which is visible. Okay. Tag name as button bracket start. Hey.
వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ నావిగేషన్ డబుల్ స్లాష్
With this, see, we're able to highlight or not.
టెక్స్ట్ ఉందనుకో, ఈ టెక్స్ట్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ బుకే ఫిష్ ఆన్ వస్తే అది బటన్ ఎత్తుకుద్ది, ఆ బటన్ ఎక్కడ ఉందని.
If we'll go with link text, no, it will not.
కంటైన్స్ వాడతాం, ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ వాడతాం, వాల్యూ క్లాస్ అయితే వాల్యూ వాడతాము.
Praveen and Karthik, can you please go on mute here? So we can't hear Sir's voice clearly.
Driver dot find element by dot link text. For example, I'm using link text. This is the value dot click.
Vinay, you are not still yet unmuted here. So if you have any queries, you just unmute yourself and ask something. So otherwise, please go on mute.
Is working. But previously it was not working with link text. Okay, maybe with the latest version it is working, but never use that. Clear? never used this link text. Previously, maybe actually I was also unaware about that. But with the previous version, if we'll use with this link text, you cannot access to any of this. For which we have to go for partial link. We have to go for XPath. Like to use with this XPath, what you have to do, driver dot find element by dot XPath. We have to copy this and use this one. Dot. Okay. Hmm. Seriously? Element not interactable element. Why element not interactable? Okay. Uh, I will get confused here. Okay, let me. In in some of the elements, what it will happen, see, you'll get exception like this also. Clear? I'll show you that. Don't get confused. Again, I'll say you tomorrow morning also, but don't get confused. I'll tell you what happened here. This one is used for your visible text. Okay, this one be used for your visible. As of I have written here, it is used for your visible text, and this one will be used for your hidden text. Here, what happens? You can see it worked for with link text because see, this book for demo is present inside this anchor tag A. It is like a hidden text only. Hidden text will see like this. You can see any of the hidden text like this. See. If any hidden text is present, it will be seen like this with 3 triple dots, and this element which we want to access was present inside this anchor tag A. That's why what happened, it worked with link text, but with XPath in some of the cases you will get exception. What exception you'll get? You see, in many places, it's in some of the places you'll get exception as not interactable exception. In that condition, we will use JavaScript for that. Or else direct, if it is working with link text, you can do, but or else you have to go for JavaScript at that time. Hey, see, you get element not interactable exception. When it comes element not interactable exception and you think that your locator is correct, at that time we will go for JavaScript. Going forward, I'll take 2 to 4 classes for JavaScript. Okay. Clear? Clear up to this? Not got confused or got confused?
So, like, if we use XPath,
Okay.
then if it is, then if it is the like if the text is present, it will find from the hidden path as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When
Actually,
we are
what
using
happens?
the relative path.
Just a minute. I'll show you that it will work. It is not like that. It is not going to work. In that condition, it is something different. Here, it is something different. You can see. This is also a text value. Okay. But it is directly, you can
Yeah.
say it is present with anchor tag A. But what happened with this element? You can see this is also a text value. It is present under anchor tag A, but it is present inside. It's a like subquery, we can say. It is present here. That's why it worked with link text. That's why it worked with link text, but it has not worked with XPath. And if using XPath like this, conditions come if you are using with link, because in a flow we'll be using with that link like XPath. No, in that condition we use JavaScript at that time, not to get interrupted.
Yeah. So basically, link path. Yeah. So basically, link path will find all the hidden text as well, and XPath will not find the hidden text. It will just
No, no,
only
no,
see if
no,
it
no,
is.
no, 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 no. XPath
No.
will find both hidden text and text value. Okay, but XPath is going to work for all the like tag names, but link text and parser link text is going to work
Will
for
only find for link text.
only anchor tag,
Hyperlinks.
only for hyperlinks. But using XPath, we can also locate every element where it is present, but link text we cannot do. That is the main advantage of XPath. Secondly, moreover, we will always go for XPath, because using XPath, like we'll be writing by dot XPath with a syntax. Syntaxes will be easy to write with XPath. That's why in a flow, if we'll get this exception, why I said you, see, for exception, I cannot take a different class because I have to search for every exception. Because we are acquainted with the acquainted with the programs. Okay, the exceptions which will come, I will tell at that time only how to handle that exception, why this exception come, when this exception come, because everyone can write the code, but you have to know why these exceptions are coming, how to handle those exceptions. That is the main way to write the program. Because from chat gpt also search, you can get the programs, but if a exception comes, no, see, if I'll search in chat gpt, what it will happen, I'll show you something. I'll show you what is the difference. You'll face this. See what happened with this program. You like you got from here. Okay, you have copied the chat from chat gpt, but you don't know what is this, what we have to write in this, what we have to write here, why to use this, we don't know. Can you handle it?
No.
These are the things you should know, because you can write code from anywhere, but thing is that you have to handle out the exceptions. That's why if any issues are coming, no, I'm trying to show you what are the expected scenarios, what are the expected ways to handle all those exceptions. Done?
Yeah.
So at that time, like I say, as of I said today, like when it comes not intractable exception, there are two things. One exception you'll get no such element exception. One exception you'll get not intractable exception. There are two things. No such element exception means you might be having synchronization problem. You might be the locator which you have used, it is incorrect. We'll get no such element exception. But not intractable exception means that element is present, but through that specific locator, you are unable to access to that specific element. That means forcefully you have to work on that. To work on that, we have to go for JavaScript executor. What we study. Clear? Okay.
So this JavaScript we will be using for exception handling.
Yeah. I'll
Or
tell
it's
you that
just
how to use it, when to use it. I'll tell you that.
okay.
Like these are some of, see, everything if you'll say in the starting, no, you will get confused.
Yeah.
Slowly will go. Like once I'll complete with the experts, see, up to page object model, one topic will be there. Till that topic, I'll be teaching what are the things it is going to come, how to handle this, like ABCD, I'll be teaching up to that. Okay. From page object model, your project will get started.
Okay.
During this, like I am using this web page, whatever I have taught is I have completed all those cross, maximize, minimize, this one. But now what I am teaching is how to handle this drop down list. I'll teach you how to handle this elements, link, some of the pop-ups it will be calling, like coming, what are the pop-ups, how to handle those pop-ups. I'll be teaching all those, then we'll go like a dive into the project, so that in project we can work properly, that flow we can write the codes. Because I'll be writing 8 to 10 number of classes, I'll be integrating it, you will not get that what is happening. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, sir. Yeah,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.